Ian Collins from Renthal in Stockport.
Yep.
Collins, 35mm. It's a lot neater number than 31.8 and 25.4.
Yeah.
Actually, where did that number come from in the past anyway?
Where did the 31.8 come from?
Yeah.
I don't know where the 31.8 come from. I know 25.4 was an inch.
Yeah.
But 31.8.
Yeah.
Okay. Way back in the mists of time.
So what we got then? Slightly wider than previously, right?
Yeah, so we've gone up 20mm on both bars. So we've gone from 780 to an 800 with these two bars, and for the trail bar we've gone up from 740 to 760.
Right, okay. And heights?
Rises, so we
rises.
Rises, yeah. So in both the aluminium and the carbon, in both widths, we do 4 different rises. So we do a 10, a 20, a 30 and a 40mm rise.
Right, okay. And what about the stems? We've still got the Integra and the Apex.
Yeah, sure. So Integra carries straight over, so we do the same 4 sizes. So you can either have 45 or 50mm length, and that's either in a 0 or a +10 rise.
Right, okay.
Apex, slightly different to the 31.8 range. Starts out at 33, just because the bigger diameter bar means you can't go quite as short. So a couple of mil longer than in 30.
Pretty light too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, look, all very good. What's the performance gains from 35mm over the previous size?
Over 31.8?
Yeah.
In reality,
right,
there isn't. So we've basically matched our bars to the 31.8.
Well, in terms of
the flex characteristics, that was the most important thing to us.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of research going into that to kind of get that feeling.
Exactly. So, yeah, we've done a huge amount of data acquisition to get some finite numbers of the loads that go through the bars and the amount of flexes, and we've built the bars around that data.
Because flex is important, isn't it?
Yeah, super important.
Yeah.
And it was something, we were introducing a 35mm bar. We knew that it was. It's been known for some bars to be too stiff,
right?
Particularly in aluminium. So we took our 31.8 bars as the benchmark, and we made the flex characteristics of the 35mm bars the same as the 31.8.
I guess, obviously, there's the reason behind going to 35mm as well is a lot of brands are putting these sizes on their bikes. So
yeah,
is it in a way that you've had to do it as well, or?
Yeah, well, not so much that we had to do it. We just like to give.
Or copies.
We like to give people the option. We give them 4 different rises. We give them 2 different widths. We've got 2 different materials and everything. Now there's 2 different diameters out there.
Yeah.
Your bike comes with a 35mm setup, and you want to put a wider bar on it. We've got to have a bar to fill that gap for you. So
there it is. Right, that's it on the bars and stems. This is what I'm interested in. These new grips. Right, what are they called?
It's called the traction lock-on. So basically it's a new pattern.
Now, I've got to be honest, when I first saw these, I just threw them back in the box. But as it turns out, there's slightly more to it than meets the eye. Colin, do you want to take us through this grip? I mean, what stands out to me is that, the Renthal kind of historically have had the kind of waffle pattern.
Yeah.
And this is like, there's no waffle. It doesn't seem like there's much grip on it until you hold on to it and kind of slide your hand in one direction.
Yeah, sure. So you're exactly right. We do a waffle grip in our motorcycle grips.
Yeah.
We want to do something with added mechanical grip, as we call it.
Bloody hell. not organic.
But we could see there's the difference between a motorcycle and a bicycle is you've got one grip moving on one side. We really wanted to design something specifically for bicycles. So we looked at all the elements. And came up with this as a final package.
So what is the mechanical advantage?
The mechanical grip is basically, it's 2 parts. So you have forward-facing ridges for your fingers, which are actually ramped. So when you apply pressure to them, they flatten out, so they're comfortable. But when you pull back on them,
so it's kind of like a directional grip then, in a way.
Yeah, well, they're handed. There's a left and a right hand.
Right. Okay.
So you have those for your fingers, and then. So that's when you're talking back on the grip, pulling back. You'll find when you're braking and going downhill.
It kind of makes sense, really.
Yeah.
What about compounds? That's equally important, isn't it?
Yeah, we do 4 compounds in this one. So we do this one, which is the ultra tacky, which is basically sticks to your hand. We do a Kevlar, which is the really long-lasting one, and then in standard compounds we do a soft and a medium.
Look, I'm just getting a comparative grip here. I mean, I guess you mentioned earlier that if some of these grips fall in the mud in a typical day like today in Britain, they get clogged in mud. Whereas you were saying that if this grip falls in the mud,
yeah,
you can clear it. Is that
basically
is that not just a bit of sales talk coming there, Collins?
No, not really. Well, I mean, take it out and chuck it in the
Yeah,
mud.
all right, we'll do that. Yeah.
We've all done it. You know, we've all binned it on the bike. These grips are really designed to be used in more extreme conditions.
Yeah.
So the worst thing is fall off, grip goes into the mud, pull it out, and you can't get the mud off because it's all stuck in a pattern. So
Right.
Everything's a straight line.
Yeah.
These are almost like sipes on a tyre. You can just pull the mud straight off the end of the grip.
Right. Okay, fantastic. Let's go and sort it out. Thanks for coming down with all the new stuff.
Nice.
I guess when this is live, it'll all be for sale, right?
Yeah, sure.
Nice one, Collins.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, there we go. That was right, isn't it?